Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again for the one time. Real quick before I start the video though, I noticed that I guess YouTube made a lot of changes and stuff, and I guess I must have missed it when they did all this stuff during COVID. It's almost like they reset their algorithms. So apparently, I'm not even recommended. Apparently I'm not recommended in the I guess my category for whatever reason. So I think what happened is and I had to do this on my channel too for people that I follow as well. Whenever you subscribe to somebody's channel, it seems like you have to manually go to your notification bell and make sure that it's set to all so you can get your notifications for whoever it is that you follow. So those of you that follow me that are not getting my notifications for whatever reason, just check that bell and make sure that it's set to all, so you can get the updates and stuff like that, so you can see when I'm posting a video. But anyway, it's Victory Tuesday because we played a Monday night game. Last night was unbelievable. Just throwing it in the face of the Eagles coach, Sirianni, was all I needed to know. Him wearing that shirt beat Dallas. It was so high school Harry, but of course you expect that from him because this is his first NFL coaching job. He's a college coach coming from. So, him coming to the NFL and being a coach, it's like, oh, he's going to do that high school Harry crap. So he's going to him, it's like, rah, rah, it's the Dallas Cowboys. But I wonder if you're going to do that with the Giants and the Washington football team as well when you play them. Are you going to do that with them? Or did you learn your lesson by getting your ass whooped by the Dallas Cowboys 41-21? Probably not a good thing to do, Mr. Sirianni. Probably not a good thing to do. But anywho, I give Jalen Hurts his credit though. He's a young quarterback. He's going to be a really good quarterback in the future going further, as he, learns how to be more accurate and understands what defenses are throwing at him. He's going to be he's going to be like a Michael Vick type of quarterback, in the future. And as long as he's in the division, we're going to have to deal with him for years to come. So that's going to be something. We did exactly what we said in my matchup video that I did before the game. You had to neutralize Jalen Hurts to win that game. And that's exactly what the Dallas Cowboys did. They neutralized him. There were some times that he came out of the pocket and made some plays and made some things happen. And there's also some times when he came out of the pocket that he had to throw it away because Cowboys defense was there. Now, a lot of our fan base was worried about this game considering that, we have a lot of defensive guys out. Whether it's from injury or COVID or whatever situation is. So, with that being said, just imagine how well our defense would have played with all our guys. If they played like that last night, let's see what they do in the future. So, he did make some clarification on Neville Gallimore and your boy Kelvin Joseph, that they'll be back soon for their IR stints, so that'd be a good thing to look forward to. D-Law, you're probably not going to see him for another maybe 3 or 4 weeks because, with a broken foot, you need that thing need time to heal. Gallimore is eligible after the next game, but we don't know when exactly, if he's going to come back right then or maybe the next week after that. But without Gallup in the lineup, you see we use a lot of 12 personnel. 2 tight end sets. And I'm loving what Kellen Moore is doing right now because he's literally got the freedom now to run this offense the way that he wants to do it. And he's looking like boy genius. He's looking like the Kellen Moore that I told you guys that he would be. I told you guys from day one, I said it's going to take him time to learn some things. It's just like any offensive coordinator. You got to start from somewhere. You don't learn or get better unless you do it. So, I know a lot of fan base is like, oh, well, we don't have time for on-the-job training. Yeah, you do. You got time. We ain't won a Super Bowl since 95. So you got time. All we had was time. So as long as you got air in your breath, you got time. So cut that shit out. You got time. Now, with that being said, that 41-21 victory over the Eagles, seeing Philly 500, or should I say Philly 250, melting down last night was a great sight to see as well. Seeing Trayvon Diggs get a pick six. We haven't had a pick six on defense since Byron Jones did it in 2017. Wow. What year is it now? It's 2021. And we ain't had a pick six since 2017. Speaking of Trayvon Diggs, he's had one interception in every game so far this year, which has been 3 games. I wonder who else had a start like that. Everson Walls, which still ain't got into the Hall of Fame yet. Y'all need to get Everson Walls into the Hall of Fame. Everson Walls, 1985. The year I was born. 1985 was a beautiful year. 36 years ago, 1985. Everson Walls started the season off with the first 3 games of the season with an interception. Now Trayvon Diggs is doing that for the Dallas Cowboys this year. Trayvon Diggs is a dog, and he's going to be, not to use a Garrett-ism, but he's going to be great for years to come. Anthony Brown. Y'all been trying to get Anthony Brown off this team for how long? He actually got an interception in the game, and that actually turned the tide of the game. It took the nasty taste out of your mouth when, after that score from the Eagles, that shouldn't have been a score, when they hit Dak in the end zone. So, had they not scored that 7 points, it would have been oh my God, it would have been a slaughterhouse. Had the refs would have called that run-in that Dak did for a touchdown, because it was a touchdown. You go back and look at the game, look at the highlights, it's everywhere right now. You go on any stream and watch it. Go to NFL.com. It's on there. The highlights of last night's game. That is on there. He crossed that plane. His body was halfway across the damn plane with the ball before he even extended his hands. You could see it from the aerial view. So to take that touchdown back didn't make sense. But it's okay, because Dak made up for it the very next time. Zeke's punching it in. Zeke had 2 touchdowns. Dalton Schultz, looking like a guy for this team now. Becoming an all-around tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. Blocking in the blocking game, in the run game, and now as a pass catcher. It's almost like he surpassed Blake Jarwin for that number 1 spot. But it doesn't matter. You're utilizing both of these guys, and you need both of them. And that's just how it is. It's just like you got a 1-2 punch with your tight ends. You got a 1-2 punch with your running backs as well. Thunder and Lightning with Zeke and Tony Pollard. They were unstoppable last night. They couldn't stop a nosebleed last night. And Zeke and them took care of it. And they made sure y'all ain't stopping us. I think Zeke had 87 yards. Pollard had like 60 something. So it was a good game. When you see that interchangeably, a lot of these teams now are going with that. But Zeke is still your dog. He still gets the dirty yards. Now, I like what I'm seeing with the Titans, like I said, with Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin. Continue that with Kellen Moore running these plays, and then when we get Gallup back, it's just going to be crazy. Cedric Wilson had a touchdown too as well, so that was good. I like what I see with Cedric Wilson. I mean, I've always liked him as a player. You know, technically he's a special teams guy, but he can do a lot on offense as well. So whenever you have a wide receiver down, you definitely can help him out. Now, it seemed like they used more of Cooper as a decoy, but Cooper did get some key first down catches in the game as well. So that's why Cooper is your number one. You know, he takes that attention. So your other guys can eat. Lamb, same thing. He's going to be a number one day. And Dez Bryant was at the game in a Lamb jersey. Love it. Talking about all the 88s and how important they are to this Dallas Cowboys organization. Period. The only thing that I can say I did not like was the game management again. Mike McCarthy and company got to get better at that. But I don't hate Mike McCarthy. Some of you guys are already down on Mike McCarthy. You don't want him here. So what do y'all want? Y'all want Jason Garrett back? Because y'all saw how that shit worked out. So you don't. At least Mike McCarthy takes chances, and he's not a lame duck ass coach like Jason Garrett is. Jason Garrett is an average coach, but he's not a guy that's going to get you over that hump in the playoffs. So because when you get to the playoffs, you got to take chances, and you got to trust your team to make the plays. Now, what you fans have to understand is just because you didn't make the play doesn't mean that it was a bad call, because had it worked, you would have been like, it was a great play. So it's give or take on that. So understand, I want my Dallas Cowboys fan base to be intelligent. I don't want to say ignorant stuff. So that's why I'm here to tell you, hey, I understand some of you guys are just homers. Some of you guys just maybe don't understand football. And it's okay. It's okay that you don't. But I do want you to understand that we got to use common sense in these situations, right? Just because you see something is not always how you see it. There's more than one reason for something to happen. Some of you guys want Greg Zuerlein out of here because he missed a kick or two. Okay. That's the way that you feel. But who are you going to get? The other kickers that are available for a reason. They're not better than what you got with Greg Zuerlein. Because they kicked for somebody too, and another team gave up on them. That's what happened. So that's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, overall, it was a great win. I love to see my Dallas Cowboys play. The Cowboys are now 2-1, top of the division. Next up, the Panthers next week. Now, the game is going to be earlier next week at 1 o'clock, so it's going to be interesting. So, short week. So, the Cowboys got to get back to work. So, let's see if we can get some players back from the COVID list. Maybe we'll get Neil back. We'll see. Because Neil's presence definitely, the lack thereof, was definitely missed. Dak Prescott is like the mechanic of this team, right? This is his team now. The way he commands that offense, it's his team now. He's the mechanic. Zeke is thunder. Tony Pollard is lightning. And Micah Parsons is the baby bull. He's the baby bull. Like a bull in a china shop. So, but shout out to the defense. I love what I'm seeing with Jaron Kearse. I love what I'm seeing with DeMonte Casey. I'm loving what I'm seeing with, Keanu Neal, even though he didn't play last night, but you know what I mean. Just getting these guys in free agency off the cheap. Oh, Malik Hooker as well. Malik Hooker coming in and making plays as well. Knocking PBUs, pass breakups. So I'm loving what all these guys are bringing to the table. And if we continue like this defense could get even better. So let me know what you guys think about last night's game. Are you excited about it, or are you going to be negative like Mr. Phillip Ellis and say something negative in the comment section? But anywho, outside of that, it was a good game. I really have no qualms about it. I'm not worried about Greg Zuerlein. I'm not worried about Mike McCarthy. I think as a whole, this team will get it together. It is what it is. And the division needs to be afraid right now, because after what we did to the Eagles, the Giants don't want to see this. Washington don't want to see this. So with that being said, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get the content. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon.